All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Asia stream. I started it a little bit early because price is moving. So, all right. So, now if you were on the Discord stream this morning, you guys knew that we were bullish, or if you guys were on last night too, you knew that we were bullish to this daily gap, right? This daily gap right here. And what did we just hit? We just hit this daily gap. So yeah, price just tapped that the CE of that gap. We dropped down to the 15-minute, right? What do we have? We have a 15-minute gap right here. We have a 5-minute gap right here. That's kind of what we bounced right there. Yeah. So I just want to see what happens with price up here. Let me go to the daily on here. Yeah. So ES has got a ways to go. ES got a while to get up there to that daily gap, but NQ just hit it. So that's kind of what we're holding right now. We'll see what happens here. How's everyone doing? Drop down to the 1 minute here. Just kind of see what's going on. The ATR is pretty good right now. Yeah, the ATR is really good. ATR is really good. I mean, that's a 26-point candle. So, we'll see. Let's see if we can get something here. So this is a 5-minute gap right here. Let me kind of go. Let me go do that. Template 5-minute gap. So there's 5-minute gap. Yeah, I did start the stream early just because of. Just because price is moving. Price is just moving. So the new day opened up right here, and then just kind of immediately just started taking off. So yeah. Do we want to continue through this gap, or are we going to hold the CE? What are we going to do? The daily, this is already a massive daily candle. Already a massive daily candle. We're not even like 3 hours in. So yeah, there's that CE. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens here. Did anyone catch that this long up for overnight session? Anyone catch that yet? Let me know if you guys can hear the music. I do have it a little bit lower than usual. I can try to turn it up if needed. Let me know. What's up, Ryan? Can't hear the music? All right, I'm gonna try to turn it up. This might get a little loud. So let me know. But just a warning, this might get a little bit loud. Let me know how that is. Let me know if it's too loud, not loud enough. Passed the eval. Congrats. Very, very nice. Very nice. All right, guys. So, yeah. Let me know if the music gets too loud. But yeah, right here we have this 5-minute gap. We were bullish this entire week to this daily CE, this daily gap. We just tapped it. Yesterday, if you were on stream yesterday, you guys knew that I was insanely bullish because of this inversion after this daily gap tap, right? So, NQ's hit that gap. ES, of course, ES is lagging a little bit, but the ATR right now is pretty high. ATR is pretty high. Like this is 20-point. These are 20-point candles right here on NQ. So I want to see what we can get. I want to see if we can get something. Did I execute some options? No, I don't really trade options anymore. I might get started. I might get started trading options a little bit, but right now I'm just sticking to futures. Let's see. So we do have a hourly gap right, or sorry, a 1 minute gap right here. Let's go draw that 1 minute gap. So we do have this 1 minute gap. You can see price did rebalance. So let's see if we do inverse that gap. You know, if we inverse this gap and then start selling through this, you know, maybe we'll look for like, you know, lower. I don't know. Like I don't really want to get long up here. I don't. We're so high up, and we're at the CE, you know. So the what I would be looking for is like, okay, I'll be looking for one of two things. One, I would be looking to kind of short down through this, you know, kind of like 50%. Or two, I would be looking to like do that. So, you know, we'll see what we get here. I want to see if we get like a nice sequence. New York session was pretty messy today, not gonna lie. It was pretty messy. I did get a win. So first I had a break even, and then I had a loss, and then I had a win. So I ended up pretty much break even on the day for New York AM. This was my win. It wasn't the greatest R because I knew that price was just so choppy. I mean, look at how choppy price was. I knew it was so choppy, so I wanted to give myself a bigger stop. I'm so glad that I did, because usually I probably would have put my stop, you know, either there or even like right there. And I was like, no, I was like, this gap right here, I was like, I'm going to put it below that gap. So I put it right below that gap. And what do you know? Price went down there, tapped that gap, and then ripped higher. So, you know, glad I had that bigger stop. All right, looks like we are inversing this 1 minute gap right here, guys. Looks like we are inversing the 1 minute gap. We got 20 seconds left on that. I want to see what we get here. I want to see what we get. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we get. Just inverse that. You know, we're kind of between this 5 minute and then that little inversion right there. So if we do start taking out this low, I mean, like, there are a few different things we can look for. One, you know, we can look, okay, if we take out this low, we tap into that 15-minute gap lower, then we could look for longs. You know, we could do something like this with this 15-minute gap. You know, at least back up to these highs, these relative equal highs up here. That would be nice. So we could look for that, or if we see a really nice sell sequence, we could look for that out of this daily gap. So I don't know, you know, just gonna kind of play it, you know, by just how I see it. I'm gonna delete all this. So 15-minute gap, 5-minute gap, daily gap, 1 minute gap. Check ES, see what ES is doing. Yeah, same thing on ES. Same thing on ES, guys. Oh, let me, yeah, never mind. Yeah, I mean, like, this is like this is a good ATR. This is a really good ATR. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, just waiting right now. So my trade, my win from earlier. Let me kind of go over that. So, you know, I was bullish, and I was like, okay, if we inverse this gap, I like this buy sequence here. If we inverse this gap right here, I'll get long, and that's what I did. Got long right there. Almost got stopped, and then finally got my target. So yeah, just waiting right here. Just waiting for something. Go to the daily, copy all this over. Well, what do you guys think we're going to do here? You guys think we're going to continue higher, or you guys think we're going to do a pullback first? Continue with no pullback or pullback? Just kind of chop it around right here a little bit. Yeah. I'll wait for something. I feel like we could get a play. Thanks for the indicator. Is it easy to add inversions to it? Yeah, I already have that in the works. I'm just kind of thinking of some things, you know, how I want to do it. Because, you know, like I don't know if I wanted to draw every single inversion, because like here, like let me turn it on for a second. So like for example, like I don't know if I wanted to draw. Oh wait. I don't know if I wanted to draw every single inversion off of these gaps, because I don't know, you know, like obviously, you know, ICT traders, like we know that we're not going to take every single inversion. So like I don't want it to just like give like a signal on every inversion. So like I'm trying to figure out how I kind of wanted to do it, like how I want to do it. You know, I don't know. I'll see. You know, because like obviously, you know, like I'm sure with most, like pretty much everyone's model in here, if you do trade inversions, you obviously do not trade every single inversion that you get, right? You wait for other things with it. So like that's what I'm trying to figure out, like how to like have it so it's not giving a signal, but it still kind of like says, okay, yeah, we have an inversion, which I might just like change like the box to like a different color, or like the text or something. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure it out. So if you guys have any ideas of like, you know, how to make it, you know, plot those inversions, or if, you know, yeah, let me know. Because like I don't want it just to be like an arrow, right? So for example, like here's like the IFEG model. This is a different indicator that I'm working on. You know, like right here. So like this actually plots like okay, like get long at candle close here, right? Like it's actually plotting that. Like I don't want the inversions, like I don't want to have like a little triangle on every single inversion for the orb indicator. So I'm trying to figure out like how I should, you know, notify the trader. I don't know. But yeah, no, like in short, it is like inversions will be coming to it pretty soon. So All right, so we did inverse that little 1 minute, tap that 5 minutes. You know, looks like the bulls don't really want to drop this thing yet. I'm just curious, and if does price just want to keep going through this daily gap? Does it, or does it want to kind of pull back a little bit? Because we are at the CE of a daily gap right now. So, we'll see. Let's look at the 5 real quick. Yeah, so just dipped into that 5 minute gap, pushed higher. Check ES. ES is not as high. It's lagging a little bit. ES has been lagging today. It's been lagging for a while, I think. Let's see. What can we do here? What can we do? Yeah, I mean, I feel like we'll kind of run down here. I feel like we'll run down into this 50-minute gap before we push higher. Like, we might just kind of like do something like this, and then I feel like we'll do that and then that. Like, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Like, I don't really want to just get long right here, obviously, right? There's no inversion for me to take anyway right there, so. Yeah, ES is lagging, wow. Do have another 1 minute gap right here, guys. Which we just tapped into. Yeah, like, I mean, I feel like we'll run down here, tap into this. I mean, like, we ran it for this daily gap so fast today. I mean, that's ridiculous. Yeah, next daily gap is up here. Like, obviously, we'll probably, we might dance around here a little bit. We do have the gap fill, but other than the gap fill, this is the next target for me. Then after that, it's pretty much all-time high. So this level, then that level. If you guys don't know, I do stream in the Discord for free at New York Open. So 9:30 a.m. Eastern in the Discord. Link is in the description. If you guys want to join that, that's where I do my Apex giveaways too. I do them in there. By the way, congrats to Doug. Doug won today. He won the Apex giveaway. You know, I don't really just want to like take something like that. Like we did just inverse that 1 minute. I do think we will kind of like, you know, run lower here, but I don't really want to take that. That's not really. It's not really something that I want to do. You know, I would like preferably I would wait for this to take out that level, kind of take out this area right here, and then, you know, something like this. When do I sleep? I never sleep. I'm always on the charts. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, you know, I want us to tap into this gap. I want us to tap into this gap and then look for higher. So tap into this gap, take out these equal lows right here, look for higher. That is obviously if we get the nice buy sequence and the confirmation. If we do take out these equal lows right here, let me go draw it right here. So this, we'll just call it, yeah, I mean, they're equal lows, so we'll draw them here. So we got equal lows right there. You know, I want to see us take this out, go into this gap, and then if we get that nice strong buy sequence and an inversion, then we'll look for that long. But then if, you know, let's say we take out these, let's say we do this, and we just kind of keep going with no real entry like this, right? Okay, then we'll probably look for like 50%, which, I mean, that might be pretty close to 50% already. Yeah, so then, I mean, then we'll look for something like that. Which session you find the best? Yeah, I like NY. I like New York. Either New York AM or PM are usually kind of my two favorite. During Asia, I kind of like to relax. Just, you know, like, I mean, like if I see something, yeah, I'll take it for sure. But, you know, if it's just kind of going slow throughout Asia, I'll trade like evals or sim or whatever. But, you know, it just depends on the quality of the setup. So, you know, I kind of want to see what happens when we take this area out down here. If slash when we take it out. Is anyone in a trade right now? You guys you guys in a trade? You guys waiting for a trade? I'm learning, not at the moment. Very nice, very nice. Very nice, guys. Waiting, yeah. Yeah, just I'm waiting for a pullback here. Yo, did I delete my 15-minute gap? I did not see myself deleting it, so. All right. I guess I'll add it back. Yeah, so there's our 15-minute gap again. Just hanging out. Nice, nice. So if you guys do want to know my entry model, I will type it out. I'll type it out in a few minutes. We are getting a nice little sell sequence off that inversion. We do have a nice little sell sequence going back into this 15-minute or into this 5-minute gap. So there's so there's two things to do here. One, if you are looking for the rebalance of this entire leg, which would be 50%, that would be this right here, 21,550. If you are looking for that, you would probably trade this inversion off the 5-minute. But if you are looking for the rebalance into the 15-minute gap and then the continuation higher, then you would wait for longs. So, which that's probably what I'll be doing. Although this is a strong sell sequence right here. This is nice. This is nice. Yeah, so my entry model, I'll type it out right here. Here, I'll type it out over, yeah, I'll type it out right here. So entry model. First, we need a high time frame fair value gap or liquidity sweep. I'll just put keep it short. And then we need our low time frame inversion. And then a bonus is SMT. And then another bonus is market structure shift. So that's pretty much my entry model right there. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. That's pretty much it. If you guys join the Discord, it's free. I usually post my trade recaps in there. Okay, so there's this is interesting. Okay, so we do have a 1-minute gap right here. Do have a 1-minute gap right there, bouncing. That might not be a bad take. Might not be a bad take. So this, I mean, like this might be decent. This might be decent. I'm not in or anything. But what do? We took out this low, tapped in that 5-minute gap. Have a 1-minute inversion right here. I think we want to go lower here. I think we want to tap into this gap. So that's why I'm not taking it. So like this thing might continue higher, but I want to see us take out these equal lows first and tap into this gap. See what ES is doing. Yeah, kind of variation of what we're doing over here. So Wolf Shirt says he's all in. Okay. I'm wanting lower here. I'm wanting lower. Get in this 15-minute gap and then look for higher if we get the right buy sequence. See if we get it. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, I do stream. I do stream in the Discord for free. New York Open, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So if you guys want to join that, links in the description. It's free. Guys, I want some fried rice right now. I want some fried rice. I need some fried rice. Really? You're an Asian chef at a Vietnamese restaurant. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Nice. You know, I've always tried to make like fried rice at home. I'm never any good at it. You know, like that's like one of the things I can't really like. I haven't tried many times to cook fried rice, but like, yeah, there we go. Tamara said house fried rice is awesome. Yeah, yeah. I have. It's not real bad. Just use Dale fried rice. Yeah. Like that's one thing too is I'm never like, you know, I'm never like I don't like to prepare food like the day before, you know. Like I like to cook it then. Specials Vietnamese sausage and pork belly fried rice. Okay. Okay, nice. Very nice. So right now the market is just inside this 5-minute gap, kind of just sitting there. Go to ES real quick. We'll draw this 5-minute gap. So it is right there. We are inside as well. So 5-minute gap, 15-minute gap. We'll draw that one as well. It's right there. Boom. All right. If we get 35 people on this stream, I'll do a giveaway. I'll give away an account. 35 real people, not like bots. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Real. Yep. All right, trading's real. I can confirm trading is not a bot. He's a real person. Tiny micro gap. Oh, we got a micro gap right there, guys. Took out this low right here, right? Kind of inverse the micro gap, immediately slammed down. I wouldn't really call that an inversion, I guess. I mean, I don't know. How's the ATR? Yeah, I mean, like we're still moving, guys. We are still moving here. We are still moving. You know, I'm wanting. You know, like, is this the final tap? I don't know. I do not know. We do have, I would say this, like if we get a strong buy sequence inversing this right here, because that's where we held, you know, this held us down. So if we do get that strong buy sequence there, okay, then, you know, might be able to look for something like this. You know, I mean, like, you could try to go back to that high. Your risk reward wouldn't be great on that. It would not be great. You know, that's just if you're going to that high. I mean, you know, if you're trying to run it to the gap fill, yeah, you know, there you go. But maybe I'll take this on an eval. Yeah, maybe I'll take this on an eval. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, like I don't think I want to trade a funded on this play right here. I think I would need something a little bit better for a funded. A little bit deeper. Well, we'll see. I'm not in yet. There's no confirmation. Got 45 seconds till this candle close. So yeah, I mean, like, you know, this, I could see us going lower first, you know. I could see us going lower, but we might not. We might just kind of just do this, kind of trickle our way up, which is why I would probably take it on eval and not a funded. If we do get the pullback down here, then yeah, probably, you know, I'll probably do a funded. But something like this, I might just do like an eval. I'll just go. I'll go break even at this high. Yeah, we'll try it. 5. If we get the closure above first. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. So I am here. I am in here just on an eval. Just on an eval. I don't want to put a funded on it. Break even will be this high right here. And then I'll try to hold it up there. But like really, like I really want it to come lower for me to actually get in. You know, into this 15-minute gap right here. So here, like I'll just kind of do it like on this, just so you guys can kind of see. Oh, by the way, guys, today's the last day of 90% off Apex. So it ends tonight. So if you guys do want 90% off, you can use code GC Trading right there. So yeah, so again, you know, still just in here on an eval, you know, no funded. For me to get in on a funded, I want to see us take out this 5-minute gap, this equal low, and then get a nice buy sequence up. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, like ATR is still pretty good. ATR is still pretty good, guys. So, you know, why are we in this trade? Well, you know, you could say we took out this right here, a liquidity sweep, high time frame gap, which is the 5-minute gap. We have the 1-minute inversion, the low time frame inversion, which is this right here. Right, so that's why we are in this. Yeah. You can see it up here. Is this equal highs up here? Yeah. I'm telling you guys, like ES loves equal highs. ES loves equal highs. I mean, that's like, you know, that's like what, like 1 tick, 2 ticks below maybe. MNQ lagging a little bit on this, just a little push right here. Honestly, like break even might be too close right here. Break even might be too close because like we might just come up here and then just like pop back down. Is anyone looking at any trades? You guys taking any trades? You guys bullish? You guys bearish? Price is kind of like in this right here. Price is kind of just in this range. So like it would be safe to go break even there. You know, because then you might just kind of do this. You know. Which is, again, you know, kind of one of the reasons why I'm not in on a funded account, just on an eval. You know, is because we're in this, right? Like I want to see us take this out and then go and get in there for a real, you know, for a real trade. It's having a tough time right here. Having a tough time. Yeah, so this is the range that we're in right here. So like, you know, if you look at my entry model right here, high time frame fair value gap, we would use this 15-minute gap right here, so we'd want price to pull back into the gap. And let me move this, and liquidity sweep, which would be sweeping these equal lows right here. And then we would wait for that low time frame inversion on, you know, either like a 1 minute or 5 minute. Wait for that. Then we would get long in there. Then if we do have market structure shift or if we have SMT, we can look for that. So, yep. Let me change this song real quick. So, do we have news tomorrow? Yeah, I think we do. I think we do have news tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, we do. We do have some news. Unemployment claims hour before market open. Okay, nice. Yeah. We got pending home sales at 10. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm working on this IFVG model. I talked about it yesterday. It's about 20% done. Yeah, I mean, like there's still so much more to be done on it, but pretty much it'll draw inversions when based off certain criteria, right? It's not just every inversion, obviously. So like right here, inversion right there, long, right? That one's probably loss or break even. That one's probably break even or loss. This one's definitely a win. That one's probably a loss. That one's definitely a win. Definitely a win. A really nice win right there. Probably TP1, maybe break even. Another really nice win. Right, so that's kind of my model that I'm working on. This indicator. There's still a lot to be done. It gives like a lot of signals that I don't really want to be given. But yeah. It's kind of what I've been working on recently. I'm not putting like too much time into it each day, just like a little bit here and there. Yeah, so price is ranging here. Price is really ranging. I'm feeling like we're gonna kind of slide down here now. Yeah, since we didn't really get that initial push right there. We'll see. Let's see if we can flip here. Let's see, let's go up to the 1 minute. Out of the probably 8 years of me using TradingView, I don't think I've ever clicked these buttons down here, ever. Price kind of consolidating right here. Consolidating this area. Yesterday, the ATR was horrendous. It was like 2.5 during Asia. yeah, price really kind of died out. I mean, like, you know, it's like the ATR is bigger than, you know, what it usually is. Obviously, it's like a 15-point range, but it's still just going sideways. So I think tomorrow will be a pretty solid day. Yeah, so this trade that I was in earlier this morning, I mean, I got so close. Like I got in this trade right here on this inversion, and then, you know, price immediately started ripping up. Well, after a few minutes, price started ripping up. I was like, okay, nice. Like, we're gonna hit this target fast. And then it's like, nope, all the way down here. I was like, all right. Like, I was in this trade for so long. Like, I ended up just turning off my computer and like walking away. I put my target there and stopped there. You know, I got 42 minutes. But yeah, like I put my, you know, since I knew like that delivery was bad just by looking at it, I was like, I'm gonna have to have a wider stop. So I put my stop below. I was like, okay, let's put our stop below here, you know, and then below this gap, right? And what did price do? Price went out, because I can guarantee you so many people had their stop below this low, right here. They got stopped out, went into that gap right there, and then lifted off, right? So I mean, like, I got in right here off this inversion. An even better entry would have been this right here. Would have been this inversion right there. Stop at the low, and then look for that, level right there. But I got in up here, and I just held it. So, but yeah, I mean, I got so close. It was so close to hitting my stop. It's probably like less than a point. All right, so let's see what happens. We do have this little area right here that price is kind of, holding up against. So we want to see price get past that. This is the support. This is the resistance wall right here. This is the resistance wall. Price has got to get past it. It's got to close past it. Can it do it? Can it do it? Oh, Hurricanes are winning 1-0, guys. Hurricanes are winning against the Florida Panthers. Yo, let me skip this song. Price doesn't have the juice. The Bulls don't have the juice. At least right now. It's got to get past the wall. The wall. It's tough. It's tough. Tough, guys. Do I use tick chart? No, I do not use tick chart, but I do know that I do know traders that do use tick charts. Did you just delete that message? Here, let's find something here. Let's Here. This is the wall. It's got to get past it. Price has got to get past it. Oh wait, maybe we can find something better. Where is it? I'm looking for a specific emoji. Is it on here? Yeah, where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. Oh yeah, here we go. Boom. That's it. Price has to get past it. Can price do it? Can price do it, guys? Let's see, where's my real entry at on the okay, on the actual trade? My real entry is at 75625. The exact entry that this one is at, surprisingly. Okay. Can we close above the wall? Can we do it, guys? Can we do it? It's not looking like it. It's flipping. Candle's flipping. Candle's flipping, guys. What's ES doing? ES died out. You know, like I said earlier, you know, like for real, like actually, for me to actually get in, like I needed to come down here and rebalance, and then we can push. Like I just kind of have this in on this eval trade just because just in case we kind of just go without it because it could, you know, tap in the 5-minute gap, have the 2-minute inversion, so you know, like it could. It's not amazing, not at all. But for me to actually get in funded, it's got to do this. It's got to do that. This is just kind of if we just kind of trickle up. We just continue. Guys, this wall is strong. This wall is strong right here. Let's see. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button. Maybe your likes will push price. Oh, there we go, guys. Someone must have just liked it. Someone must have just liked the stream. Can we continue? Can we continue, guys? I will take some off here. I will take some off here in this vicinity, just because it's been a lot of rejection. I haven't taken off any yet. I want us to kind of get up to here. Then I'll take some off, then I'll go to break even for the rest, and then I'll just let the rest go all the way up here. So you guys, price went up because you guys hit the like button. Let's see, we're gonna continue. We're gonna pull back. We do have a 1 minute gap right here, so we want to see price hold that gap. We want to see price hold this 1 minute gap. I'll make it a different color so we can see it. I'll bring it forward too. Apparently it already is brought to the front. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. All right, I'm not going to take any off right now, but I am going to break even. All right, there we go. Okay, so my two, let's see, two of my limits just got hit. No, sorry, one of them just got hit. So I'm out on one contract there, like on like the account over here, not over here. Here, we can take one off here too. Just let's see, how do I do this? No, it's not it. That's not it. All right, so one did get taken off about right there. The rest are at break even now. So if it goes, it goes. And yeah, we'll probably be holding until this gap fill. So, yeah, nice. Very nice, very nice. It took us a while. I mean, you know, we're still in the trade. You know, we've only taken off like one contract, and the rest is at break even. But we've been in this for a long time, since about, I'm close to 30 minutes. Close to 30 minutes. Close to 30 minutes here. Here, I will place this limit just so we kind of know where it's at. And the rest are up here. See, are we gonna keep pushing? This is a pretty hefty level, you know. Like if anyone's actually in this, like on like a real trade, like this is a hefty level, guys. It's hefty. So here, this is new wall. This is the new wall right here, guys. Oh no. Let's see. Let's see. How many points is that? So we did take off one contract up here. You know, 17-ish points. The rest are gonna be up here. 100 points away. Like, you know, I'll manage it, you know, like on the way up, but yeah, it's price. Okay, there we go. Price. Whoa. Okay. Let me go. Let me go manage. Let me go manage. All right. I gotta take one off here. Can I do it fast enough? Can I do it fast enough? Took off 2. That's so slow. Okay, took off 2. So I got 2 left over here on this. Yeah, no, we're pushing, guys. All right, so the rest we'll kind of just let it run. Stops. I'll put stops right there. Let me do it over here. All right. Alrighty, guys. All right. Let's go. So, you know, I took off majority of my position. I took off one here, I took off majority here. I honestly might close out this other one. Because, like, I don't want to get hit by the trailing draw. How many points is this? Yeah, okay. So on this, I'll close it out. I'll close it out over here. All right. Yeah, all out. I don't want to get hit with the trailing drawdown. We're pushing. I mean, that's a solid trade. It's a solid trade, guys. I mean, most of the position was, you know, pretty much closed out about a 1.4. Somewhere in that area. I don't know the exact number. Just on this, you know, just on this right here, you know, like I'll just leave that. Do I use a TDU footprint chart still? I haven't really in the past few weeks, no. But I still highly recommend it if someone's, you know, looking to trade footprint. Just right now at my on my trading journey, I'm just not using it right now. You know, I might start using it in the future, but currently I'm not really using it. I'm just kind of trading like bigger picture stuff. But the TDU footprint is a very, very good footprint. It's the best footprint in my opinion. All right, so how many points is this? About 55. So, all right. So just to be clear, like the account that I did trade was an eval account, right? Just to be clear, the account that I traded was an eval. You know, for like I said, for me to really get in, I would have needed price to kind of pull back here to get in on like a funded, which we did not do. So, you know, that's why I entered kind of here off that 2-minute inversion. I am completely out on the eval because I did not want to get hit by trailing drawdown. This one right here that you're seeing, this is just the sim. I kind of just put the sim in just so you guys can kind of see what what I was actually doing on like my NinjaTrader platform. Just so you guys can see it on the trading view. But like I'll leave this on just for fun, just because it's sim. But yeah. So yeah, like the reason why we did take this trade is because if you look at the entry model, first, what do we need? High time frame fair value gap. We have a 5-minute gap right here. Price pulled into it. And or a liquidity sweep. All right, do we have a sweep? You can count this right here. Price swept this. You can even count this too. Price swept that too. That's kind of like the manipulation. And then we also have a really strong buy sequence right here. Strong buy sequence, inversing that gap. Right? SMT, we don't have any SMT. Market structure shift, yeah, you kind of have the market structure shift right there. And then, yeah. That's pretty much, that's the model. That's the model. It's pretty simple. I'm curious. Did anyone actually take that on like a did anyone else take that on like any type of account? Francis took it on eval. Nice. Very nice. Lunar took it. Nice. Nice. Like it would be hard to not be bullish today. Especially for Asia, especially after the move that we had for FOMC, like in New York PM. We had like what did we do? We took out this level, strong displacement, had fair value gaps, insane buy sequence, just launched up and inversing these gaps. You can see the fair value gap drawn right there. There's one right there too. All right. Inverse those gaps and then just completely launch up to that daily gap. Like that's that's like a huge thing, guys. It's a huge thing. I've said it a million times, but the market loves to cause max pain. It makes people's lives miserable, right? So for example, let's say a trader gets in, right here, right? Let's say some trader gets in right here, right? Like where are they going to put their stop? They're probably going to put their stop at this low, right? Most of the time. So let's say, how many times this happened where price comes down, takes out that stop, and then goes, right? How many, it just takes it out, right? That's what it does. That's exactly what it does, right? Or if you're short, it's let me think. It's if you're short, you're right here. Your stop's probably going to be there. Boom. Price does that so many times, right? So if we can pair this up with a high time frame gap, so like let's say we have a 15-minute gap right here, right? So we have a 15-minute gap. Okay, 15-minute gap is in there. We're gonna look for a 1-minute inversion. We're gonna look for or whatever, just a lower time frame inversion inside that. And once we get that, then we can look to get short right there. And we can look to target that or lower, right? So that's the play. Like that's my model right there. you know, is you kind of wait for that high time frame gap, or you know, that sweep. So like a lot of times you get both at the same time, right? So like in this case right here, you know, we swept this right here. We, you know, people saw this strong buy sequence, people got long, their stops are right here, right? Price came down, took it out. You know, like ideally I wanted like this to get taken out, these equal lows, which we never did, and tap into that 15-minute gap, which was, you know, would have been stronger in my opinion, and it would have given us a better risk reward. But yeah, I'll take off one more here. Yo, how do I? Here, let's just do this. Yeah, it's much easier. All right, there we go. So I just took off another one, and then we'll leave this one right here. Yeah, we'll leave it right there. So pretty relaxing stream. You know, I didn't really touch my fundeds. You know, just some evals. But you know, I mean, it was a great trade. You know, it was a great trade. You know, I'm excited to trade tomorrow. We do have unemployment claims tomorrow morning, an hour before market open. So obviously, I'll be streaming in the Discord, 9:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So. But yeah, so guys, you know, tonight is the final night for Apex 90% off. So if you guys want to get accounts for like $16, use code GC Trading. Ends tonight, 90% off for Apex. Links for all of my prop firms will be in the description below. But you know, I think I'm gonna call it there. You know, pretty successful session. So yeah, I'll call it there. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for keeping me company. I'll be live tomorrow morning, so if you want to be there in the Discord, link is in the description for that as well. It's all free. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow.